going on, everybody? Fall in, at attention. You are locked into another episode of the Husker Army Podcast, brought to you by the great folks right over here at Hurrdat Sports Network. And, of course, everybody over at the Husker Army Facebook fan page. Please make sure to go check them out, become a member if you can. Then, if you're watching on YouTube, as always, please make sure to like and subscribe. Really helps us out a lot in the algorithm. Leave a comment if you get a chance. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. It's always fun to talk with you guys, and we appreciate all the comments. No matter good, bad, criticism, we'll take it. Then, as always, got to let you know about that merch. Head on over to shop.hurrdatsports.com. Get yourself some Husker Army Podcast merch. Get yourselves enlisted. Got the dad and trucker hats, the beanies. It's getting cold soon. We're going to need those. That's right. We got the T-shirts. You can still wear those in the wintertime as long as you got a coat. The stainless steel tumblers and the coffee mugs. Once again, it's getting cold out. Go need some coffee. That's for sure. So, yeah, hop on over to shop.hurrdatsports.com. Get some Husker Army Podcast merch. So, I'm Brian Knudsen. With me, as always, former Husker wide receiver and multi-time national champion, Mr. Kenny Cheatham. Our recruiting guru, Mr. Matt Sass. And, guys, today we got one of the podcasts that I've actually known since we started this whole podcast thing back in 2018. We got one half of the Two Average Guys podcast here. I love this logo, dude. That is just such a sick logo.
Yep.
Man, how you doing, dude? How's the Two Average Guys going, man?
Man, I'm good. We, unfortunately just found out that our Backswing Brewing, the tap room in Omaha is closing. So that's our location that we go to do our shows and get our brew from. But we'll probably still have a partnership with the brew, with the beer itself, but won't be doing our shows there anymore. So we're going to have to find a new spot or a new partnership if the partnership's going to end. So we'll see. But we're good, man. We're good. We got our show. We'll be recording live this afternoon at about 3 o'clock. So get back-to-back bitching sessions here. So we'll see.
That's for damn sure, dude.
Get it off my chest.
Yeah, and that sucks that you guys, your recording location is going to be closing up. But man, even when you guys do it at one of your houses, you guys still put on a great fucking show, dude. You really do. I love your guys' insights. I love your passion. I love that you're not going to BS anybody. You're going to tell it like it is. You guys are definitely unlike me. I'm a big-time homer. So I'm going to protect us as much as I possibly can. But today, that ain't going to happen. Some shit's going to have to come out today. So
let's go. So
thankful to have you guys on, or at least one half of the podcast on with us. Where's Jimmy at? What's he got going on?
Hey, he was in Kansas City with the family with his twins this weekend. So they're driving back right now. So.
Right on. Okay, yep. Cool. Yeah, we definitely don't need him on while he's driving. That's for damn sure.
Nope.
That's okay. So let's go ahead and get talking about this shit show. I'll even show the damn score: 24-6 in Minneapolis. Shit. 6th straight win by Minnesota against us. That's 5 straight losses in Minneapolis. I'm gonna just start it off right now. Look. I don't care what anybody says about Dylan Raiola right now. Not the problem. You could say all you want. You could say that he's not bringing them up. He's not coaching them right. You could say this all you want. But guess what? You morons that are saying that, y'all been saying that since before he got here too. So which is it? Has it been every single offensive line coach, or is it the players' lack of focus? I'm telling you right now, it's players with lack of focus, and one in particular I'm calling out because I don't like doing this, but it needs done. Pritchett, you've been a liability in every single game. Every single game you have had at least 2 penalties on you alone, and in critical situations. Absolutely unacceptable. You came from Alabama, young man. Why were you recruited there? Because you have massive talent. Massive talent. The ceiling is so high on you. And you can't get out of your own damn way.
Well, the injury hurt too.
I understand.
Rocco getting hurt like that.
Yes, Rocco going out. That's been him and Evans have been the 2 bright spots on that offensive line all year. I'm sorry, Pritchett, but dude, I saw the look on your face when you got that targeting call, and I don't care what anyone says. I liked it because I wanted him out. I was sick and tired of the liability. Because he was going to get more penalties the rest of that game. I don't care what anyone says. But the look on his face on that sideline after he was ejected, that was a look on the face of a man that said that was my last chance. That was it right there. I just blew it. So I'm sorry to call one guy out, but Pritchett, you can't get out of your own way, man. So until that happens, you should not be starting. And I don't care if it's a true freshman down below behind him, put him in. Don't care. Put him in. I'm sick and tired of seeing it every single game. I was sick and tired of it once the Akron game happened, right inside the 3-yard line when he got the false start, pushed us back, and we didn't get points out of it. That's unacceptable. Should not happen in any game. I don't care. So, man, Kenny, go ahead, dude. You were with some of the best offensive linemen we've ever had at this school, at this program. And I'm sorry, dude. To me, it's not the coaching. This is players.
It's one of the things I've always said. I'll be quick with mine. I've always said at some point, players have to take responsibility for what they're doing on the field. You can only be coached up so much. You can only be, and if you're not going out there to execute the game plan and you don't have the concentration and the discipline not to make those mistakes, then things like this happen. I mean, at what point are we going to, as fans, as podcasters in general, going to be in a position to stop saying, when is the offensive line going to get it together? When are the players going to take accountability? When are you going to look each other in the face and say, you know what? Enough is enough. Because I'm sure they're reading it. I'm sure they're hearing about it. But when are you going to take responsibility and get the job done? Because that's too many sacks. Now, granted, I do think at times he holds on to the ball a little bit too long.
Yes, there are instances.
But when they're in your face and you can't go through all of your progressions and you're not the most fleet of foot person, sacks are going to happen.
Yep.
In the high amounts that they are. But they just need to get it together, man. I think I can speak for all four of us on here. I think that game Friday night was literally emotionally draining.
Yeah.
I think we all were in a position where we're like, I really don't. What did I just look at and watch?
Thank you.
Yep. With such a veteran offensive line too.
Yep.
Like it's supposed to be like one of our biggest strengths on the team. That's why it's just God, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how it was against Michigan too. Just come on.
Yeah, I brought this up before we got on here, but that's a Minnesota record, 9 sacks in a game for the defense. And again, against who's supposed to be a veteran offensive line. And, I was at a wedding Friday. I didn't get to watch the game in real time. I did watch some of the game back. And, watching us have 2 guys or 3 guys even block one guy and let one guy go untouched. It's like, all right, so where did we fail there? Was there a certain play that was supposed to be called that we didn't execute correctly? Or did we just not know our assignments that everyone decided to block the same guy? And Gatula's another guy I'm going to call out. I think he's been a massive disappointment this year too, for someone who I think was supposed to be really good. Turner Cochran's not even playing full time. He might now with Rocco being out and Pritchett. I mean, again, is he going to get another shot? But you talk about next man up. Who do we got coming up next? Who are we going to put in there to give him a shot? Because we got to have someone to play with that heart and say, I'm going to protect Dylan, because we know Dylan's fighting back there as hard as he can. We know he's not mobile. We know that. Everyone knows that. But when he does have someone coming, he's doing everything he possibly can to get the ball out of his hands for the most part. He's diving, throwing it left-handed. He's diving on the ground, chucking it while he's the Mahomes stuff, right? Like he's pulling some crazy stuff. So he's not that he's not fighting, but without him being a mobile quarterback, he puts himself in a bad situation too. But our guys know that too. You got to protect him, and we're just not doing a good job of it.
Yeah. Real quick, I mean, I got to let everybody know it was, of course, for the $5 Bits Broken Chair Trophy. And I had to let Vegas Jer on X know. I was going to let people know about this, but there are donations going to the $5 Bits Broken Chair Trophy as well by both Minnesota and Husker fans. A lot of donations go to Team Jack, helps out Team Jack a lot. Husker fans, we know a lot about Team Jack. So if you get the chance, hop on there, check out the $5 Bits Broken Chair Trophy, and maybe donate if you can. Let's see what we got going on and keep this trophy going along. So sorry, I had to get that one out though. I almost forgot about that. Vegas Jared probably would have crucified my ass for that. I can almost guarantee it, man. I would have gotten a hell of it. No, I hate to use this term, tongue lashing. That just sounds so dirty to me. It really does. I don't know why. But yeah, it's the offensive line, guys. Look, I almost don't even know where to begin because there's so many places to begin. There just is. And Matt, to what you said, absolutely. We talked about it all offseason. Offensive line was supposed to be one of the brightest spots we were going to have this year. And it was evident from game 2. That wasn't going to be the case. Now, going back to what the average guys are saying, saying like, who's up next? I'm with you there too. Right now, I'm already looking forward to next year when we've got 4 major true freshmen coming in Hayden Christensen, Claude and Puma, Leon Noyle Jr., and Rex. Those are 4 offensive line, big guys too, big boys. Yeah. And look, Rex is one of those guys that I think just a couple of his games ago, he went penalty free in high school. Look, that doesn't happen often as an offensive lineman. I'm going to tell you that right now. You get called for a lot of shit in high school. So I'm already looking forward to those 4 guys coming in, and now I want them to make an instant impact. Like I messaged.
That's hard for a freshman to do.
I know it is, but my God, if we're having this much trouble, what's the harm in trying at this point?
Yeah, I don't know where we go from here. It's just, I mean, is Rocco? Is he going to?
He had surgery on his hand. I think the next day he had surgery on his hand. I think.
Yeah, and it's I don't know.
Like him and Evans, the 2 bright spots on that offensive line all season long. You don't hear much about Evans getting beat at center. No. Rocco, you do not hear his name during games.
I didn't even know that he got hurt. He had to leave the game until after the game because it's just he does his business. He hasn't been flagged even once this whole year, I don't believe.
Nope. Nothing.
Like, that's what you want to hear.
That's right. That's what I love. In previous seasons, normally I don't even know most of the offensive linemen's names because you don't hear them. You don't hear them because they're not getting called for holding. They're not getting called for false starts. Pritchett, you're not getting called for the first ever targeting on an offensive lineman. How do you do that? And it was, I'm sorry, it was a justified call. It was a justified call. He should not have done what he did. It was.
I lost my mind. Like the second that happened, I saw the replay. I was like, get out of my program.
Thank you.
I don't want you here anymore.
I set off the field at least. Just get him the fuck out. That's literally
too many mistakes, undisciplined. You're all about me and not about the team. And offensive line, you have to be all about the team. Team first in every facet when you come to an offensive lineman.
And you said you were at a wedding Friday night. So, I mean, were you getting your drink on at the wedding? So,
Oh yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I watched a little bit of the game. I saw it was 7-6, and before when it was 7-3, I'm like, all right, we got the ball. It's first down on Minnesota's 11-yard line. I'm like, this is great. We're gonna score. We're gonna take the lead, and then hopefully we don't give up anything else. A couple minutes later, the reception there wasn't very good. So I was following the game cast. Next thing I know, it's 4th and 30. And I'm like, wait, what happened? And that was the penalty. And you talk about the offensive line and Pritchett specifically. Again, even if it wasn't targeting per se, like some people said it was. And I saw the replay. I'm like, I can see why. It was unsportsmanlike, and you got to get him off the field. It was unnecessary. It was stupid. It wasn't by the play. Extremely unnecessary. But you go back to our offensive line and the struggles we had. You talk about Dylan Raiola and him not being the problem. Man, for years. Again, we go back to when Adrian Martinez. A freshman Heisman caliber quarterback going into his sophomore year. We had issues with, quarterback coach for one, but our offensive line couldn't protect him either. So you go back so many years. It's like, when are we going to have an offensive line where we say, man, we're dominating? Yes. And Matt Rule has talked about it since he got here. We want to rule the trenches. Yep. We want to win in the trenches. That's how you win games, but we're not winning on either side of the ball. Our defensive line, I know we'll probably get into this, 3-3-5 defense is not working in the Big Ten. Yep. Rushing 3 guys against 6. We're getting no pressure. We had 1 sack. in the game. I mean, we can't continue to have 1 sack a game and very few pressures by our defense to help us win either. So it's the offensive line, defensive line, I think, are our 2 biggest failures this year that are not allowing us to win games. And it's the most frustrating thing when a coach preaches we got to win in the trenches. Well, what are we doing to improve in the trenches then? What do we got to do? Because we're not. We haven't got better in the trenches. I mean, last year we had Nash and we had Ty Robinson, which were dominating in that 3-3-5. But I also think our D coordinator changed things up to where we had linebackers bringing more pressure last year. We're not doing that much. We're rushing 3 way too many times this year, not bringing much pressure. We're not getting any corner blitzes. We're playing a lot of zone D, which is leaving a lot of holes in the D. It's just it's extremely frustrating to watch. It's like I watch this real time. When they watch game film, are they making adjustments? Are they change? Or what are they doing in the game film? Because man, you could do crossing routes. I think Maryland should have beat us because they stopped doing their crossing routes. In the middle of the field, they were getting 15, 20 yards per cross route. They stopped doing it. Like, you should have beat us. Why'd you stop? That was mercy. On them, 100%.
They gave us mercy.
Yeah, apparently.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah. But, I mean, those kind of things are frustrating to see. And it's the offensive line, the defensive line, and I think defense as a whole. I mean, if we're giving up 9 sacks, we got to at least be matching that on defense if it's going to be that kind of game. And we're not even close on the defensive side of getting pressure on any quarterback that we've seen this year.
Yeah. But just to think our offensive line, though, in the offseason, the first offensive tackle we went after was Isaiah World. And Oregon came in and snatched him up with more money. And look what he's doing.
Yep.
Yeah, that dude is a beast. He is a stud, disciplined, no penalties, protects Dante Moore every play.
Yep.
Just imagine what could have been if we just would have ponied up a little bit more money.
Yep. Kenny
would never even be here.
This stats for you, Kenny, because you were here during a year that there was an O-line that I believe didn't even give up an entire sack all season.
No holds either.
Yep. So here's a stat for you, Kenny. First 3 games, the O-line only allowed 3 sacks. And that was in the very first game against Cincinnati. They didn't allow anything against Akron or Houston Christian. Last 4 games, 22 sacks. 22 in 4 games.
Insane.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
That's
crazy.
Even we have the second leading rusher in the Big Ten.
Yes. So 25 sacks have been given up all season, right? And they only allowed 3 in the first 3 games. So if you just graciously do the math and add those first 3 games in, it's like a little over 3.5 sacks a game.
It's like 21.3.
Yeah, yep. I think after the Cincinnati game,
7.3.
They built up a false confidence playing the other teams, Akron, and who was it, Houston Christian?
Yep.
But we all called it, and I'm sure every other podcast called it, saying we should have been more dominant at the offensive line against those teams and the size and the players that they had. So now we're looking at them. We saw it against Michigan. We're like, this is going to be a major problem. This is going to be a major problem. And when I tell you, and you guys know, and Brian, you were there, as I was there on the sideline, seeing it up front on the field, it just wasn't making any sense. So to see us go into Minnesota and to see us do what we just did, I don't know. I mean, it's so perplexing and it pisses you off because you're like, I just don't understand. Like even like Tommy said, these dudes are huge. Yeah. What do we have going on here? Where's your focus? I mean, a lot of times it comes down to the team that makes the least amount of mistakes. It comes down to that. And like you said, a 95 team, and we go to the other team, we didn't make very many penalties. We didn't have very many penalties.
No.
That was discipline. That was discipline.
Yes.
That's what we were coached. That's what
Everyone
we were taught.
Their job.
And that's what we took pride in, not making mistakes. As much as I blocked and chop blocked and stalk blocked and did all of this foolishness, I never got a penalty.
See?
In any game that I played in.
And that's something for a receiver not to even get a holding call.
If it's back
turned to you,
don't block
happen to you on the sideline.
Yeah, if his back turned to you, don't block him. If he's in his position, don't do questionable stuff. You don't go through with what your mind is telling you to do. You think opposite. The guy was on the ground. You already got him
He lost
down.
his temper.
What are you doing with the other stuff? Now, if he had went over there and just put his hands on him and kind of, that's different.
Just hold him down.
Yeah. You went over there and like you trying to make a tackle.
Dude, he Macho Man elbow dropped his ass.
Yeah, he was
now
trying
we're in
to
scoring
hurt him.
position. Yeah, now we're in scoring position, and now all of a sudden we're back here by the other field goal.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
Hey, thank God our kicker's good.
Oh, God.
Yeah, otherwise
that's one thing Kenny can't. That's one thing Kenny can't complain about this year, and I think it's kind of hurting him. He can't complain about the kickers.
Special teams in general. I mean, Archie had like 50 yards a punt almost.
Yeah. He came out of his shell that night. That's for sure. He boomed a few, man.
But
it's frustrating. I mean, we're all sitting here frustrated because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
and you can't explain what you're watching.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will bring up something else that doesn't make sense to me real quick. You talk about Emmett Johnson, second, best rusher in the Big Ten. Justice Haynes, obviously, he's freaking amazing with Michigan. Now he's hurt, but Emmett Johnson, man, why aren't we putting the ball in his hands more often? I mean, 14 carries. I understand our offensive line isn't doing much, but I mean, when Dylan's getting sacked 9 times, I mean, you got to get Emmett the ball as much as you want, much as you can. Isaiah Mosey, Quentin Ives. I think our running backs are probably the strongest part of our offense. Obviously, Dylan's a good quarterback, but when he's getting rushed, where are the screens? Where are the checkdowns? Where are the tight ends? I mean, our tight ends don't get any love. And if you've been watching our show over the last 10 years, I've talked about tight ends all the time because, I mean, we got Lindemeyer and Harburg who can catch the damn ball, and we don't give them the ball at all. We don't do what we need to do with our tight end screens or tight end, quick 5-6 hitch routes. We're not doing anything quick to get the ball out of Dylan's hands fast. We're running 25, 30 yards routes with, our wide receivers who are good. But where are the quick cross routes? Where are the quick outs? Where are the 5-6 yards? We don't need 15 yards every pass.
No.
Yeah.
And that's frustrating. And we're not using the guys, our skill players on offense, the way we need to. And it makes me question a lot about Dana Holgerson and kind of where his mind is with, where those plays need to go and where his confidence is in Dylan and the rest of the team. Because I'm watching the game. It's 1st and 10. If we're going to pass the ball on 1st and 10, just do a quick out. Just do something quick, 5-6 yards. You don't need to get a first down every play. But it seems like that's what our wide receivers are running 10, 15, 16, 18 yards downfield. It's like, man, just get a hitch route. Do something quick. Get Dylan the confidence to get it out quick. Yeah.
Yeah. When he was the head coach at West Virginia calling the plays there, it was
the air raid.
Big time.
Air raid.
Yeah. And then Houston, same thing.
Yep.
He had more talent in Houston, but you can't just go deep every play.
No.
It's a methodical drive, a game. Like even in the pros, they take shots when it's open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it's not open, then fix it.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
When you keep seeing the replay on X and all over social media of that sack they got rushing, what was it, 2 guys?
Yeah.
And he had 2 seconds in the pocket. That's not even time for a 3-step drop.
Yep.
Come on.
I think Carricker said it was something.
Guys.
I think Carricker said something in the first half, like 18% of the offensive plays in the first half. So let's say 1/5 of the plays, he was pressured. I'm like, well, yeah, you can tell by the way we're playing, and it didn't get any better in the second half. I mean, that's bad. That's all offensive line.
And if we look at the remainder of our schedule, the games we thought were going to be much easier by this time of the year, and the one we were all scared of, everything is now flip-flopped. Everything. Are you kidding me? Northwestern just shut out Purdue. I don't care. Northwestern's on a tear, and they're riding high on confidence right now. And that game with Northwestern, every single time we play them, it's always screwy as shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Always. It's very rarely put away before that game hits 000, man.
100%.
But quick question. Did you guys notice that the 2 losses looked identical watching?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
dominated on the offensive side of the ball. Can't do shit on defense.
Every team's going to know how to beat us.
Yeah.
It looked identical.
Yeah.
It literally looked identical.
Yeah.
We make the
also
same
line
mistakes.
sucks, so.
Same mistakes, and again, I question the adjustments that we come out in the second half. We should have beat Michigan. I mean, Michigan's not a bad
I think
team.
so too.
We had everything in our hands to beat Michigan. We didn't make any adjustments in the second half, and we didn't make any adjustments in the second half against Minnesota. I mean, there's no reason we lose that game 24-6. But our defense is on the field way too much. A lot of 3 and outs. They're tired. They're exhausted. So it's just. Yeah, same thing, and we're not making adjustments at halftime or even in-game adjustments to fool anybody. And how do you beat Nebraska? Well, you got 2 games to watch now, and even the Maryland game. Watch that game. There are things that you should be able to watch. Say, yeah, we got them. I mean, imagine USC, Northwestern, UCLA. All those guys are watching like, how we got this.
Yep.
Yeah, we beat Maryland because Maryland had some horrible penalties. They did some really, really dumb stuff
in bad times.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why we won that game.
Yes.
I mean, let's call it what it is.
But that's what you're going to get with a freshman quarterback.
Yeah.
The guy who hit Dylan late. All the silly stuff they were doing to get the penalties.
Yes.
That's
what did they have?
We won that game.
What was it? 3 or 4 personal foul penalties on
Crazy.
Maryland in
That's
3 minutes?
Yep.
Crazy stuff.
And then our receivers knowing how to force a pass interference penalty.
They do.
When you can't get the ball.
They can't draw one.
That's good coaching because when the ball's thrown short, you're taught as a receiver, try to come back to the ball through the defender to try and get a PI.
Because they're not going to be looking.
Let's talk about that one real quick. Is Dylan doing that on purpose, or are we worrying about his arm strength?
No, I'm not worried about his arm strength. I think a lot of it, because we've seen it now for 2 years. Dylan forces a lot of pass interference penalties by throwing it short and then just having the receivers coached well enough to know that if you come back towards the ball into the defender and he's not turned around, his head's not turned around, it's an automatic flag. Whether it's catchable or not in college, pretty much.
Yeah. Although I will say in the Maryland game, the Isaiah Hunter one, that was a pass interference. I mean, Dylan floated that ball in the air. And Isaiah Hunter had like 2 or 3 steps on that defender one-on-one. If he would have gave that his all downfield and Isaiah Hunter had him beat, that was a touchdown. I watched that replay. I'm like, man, he had like 2-3 steps on him and he just kind of floated the ball. He's not a gunslinger. He's very much a touch pass kind of guy. And man, he's got the arm strength.
Yeah.
Because if he would have unloaded that ball and let Isaiah, it would have, talk about right in the breadbasket touchdown. I was a little frustrated by that play. So I sometimes understand it, but I also want to see Dylan let one go because we know he can do it. And I think Dane Key and Isaiah Hunter, those 2 guys absolutely can go catch that ball. Ja'Cory Barney, we know he's got the speed to catch that ball. So I don't know if maybe he's not as confident in the long throws as he is, kind of floating it up, but man, I just want to see him sling it one game. And that was one play I thought in that Maryland game, like, man, he missed that one. That would have been sweet. Yeah. Right? But I mean, again, he's when you're coached, I think they're doing the right things. I think we have wide receivers who are very talented, and Dylan's got to give him that chance to either go up and get the ball, or if it's great coverage, how are we going to get them to, potentially get a pass interference or have our guy catch it and make a, fantastic play. But I see both sides of it for sure.
And what I always wonder is, we all know Dylan can throw the rock. He could put it deep, but maybe Holgorsen just doesn't trust his deep ball accuracy.
Yeah, I'm wondering too, because the one to key late in the game, that was too far.
Throw it short so we can get the PI.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I hate that kind of ball though.
It's
just I know it goes both ways, but it's just I know. But what do you rather see? Isaiah Hunter wide open?
I know.
3 steps on the DB for a touchdown. I'd rather see that than a fucking pass interference.
Yeah, because you get the damn points right away.
And then if you're able to hit that shot, guess what? You're probably going to start getting talked about for the Heisman.
Yep.
Yeah.
You ain't getting talked about as a Heisman candidate if you just get PIs.
Yeah. Well, then you got the red zone struggles that we have with passing the ball. We don't do any play action. We don't do any rollouts. We don't do any, get the tight end rolling out with the quarterback like you see a lot of teams do. The running back get out in the flat. We're not doing those types of plays. He's trying to throw to the back pylon. He doesn't have that touch. And he doesn't give our wide receivers a chance for a jump ball. He overthrows it almost 99% of the time, overthrowing it. but we never go to the front pylon. I'm like, well, give him a chance to throw a dart to the front pylon or a back shoulder. And I would love to see that more often than floating it to the corner. Because, again, in his 2 years, I don't know if he's hit that pass once.
Yeah.
Well, just the Maryland one, but that's
yeah.
Dylan really making a great play. That was more just that was all key.
Oh, yeah.
He caught that one-handed.
Yep.
So, I mean, everyone wants to say, like, oh, Dylan put on this master drive. Really? Because, yes, it was a good drive.
Yeah.
But Dan Key won us that game.
Yeah.
It's not Dylan. He almost overthrew him.
Well, and early in the game, you had
Dan Key made a phenomenal play.
Yeah, earlier you had Luke Lindemeyer and Harburg down on the red zone making fantastic plays on the right on the sideline, one-handed catches too. And it's like, man, like Dylan had those plays too. Like he made those plays scrolling out of the pocket, but those catches were phenomenal.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, that Maryland game, that was finally one where there was one play Dylan really did rifle one in there. And even I noticed, I was like, I like jumped up. I was like, holy shit. He threw that hard as hell.
Yep.
So the one there was right? It was caught.
Yeah, there was no touch to it. It was just
that. I'm like,
yeah, it was rocket fire, dude. I was like, damn, where's that a lot more, man?
Perfect spot too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're not talking about the Maryland game. We're talking about us getting our fucking ass whooped by Minnesota.
But why talk about that when you talk about happy times? Happy times when we won.
Exactly.
It's just things that we've all observed. Like I said last week, he's a touch passer.
Mm-hmm.
And like you guys go back to the offensive coordinator. I don't know much about the dude. You guys say he was here, you say he was there. You guys know.
Oh, Dana Holgerson.
Yeah, when you hear me say, "Oh, this coach is there," I'll be like, "Whatever."
Yeah, no matter where you go with the same coaches.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever. I personally think, and what I look at, I don't think our passing game is attacking.
No.
Like we said, we don't have speed outs. I haven't seen a slant. I haven't seen a hitch. I haven't seen anything that's been aggressive, quick, going upfield. It's been let him run this dig, let him run this post, let him run this whatever. It's down the field. And the short stuff is out wide. Mm-hmm. No, I want something quick. Hell, even we had slants and hot reads in my time and hitches. We didn't throw the damn things that much. Yeah, but just the
trying to protect our players too much.
Yeah, and the quick stuff.
Because over the middle, that's the danger zone. But
you throw that quick boom, you get it to them. Hey, that little 3 and 4 or 5 yards adds up. But when everything is dropped down, the way we're not being protected as the quarterback, where we're not protecting them, and you're doing these five step sacks, sack.
Yeah.
Get some of the quick stuff going. But maybe they need to tell the offensive line in the coaches meeting, we're going to start out and we're going to run the ball 15 consecutive times. Regardless of what happens.
Yep.
Because maybe that'll get them going.
Maybe.
Or bring the safety into the box.
Because something's not getting them going to do what they need to do consistently.
I think their fear is that you wear out Emmett and then they don't trust the backups enough.
I know. That kind of feels that way, and you need to.
I like Mosey.
Falls forward every time.
Yeah, let him have some more touches and stuff.
Which is amazing.
I'm not sure.
2 weeks ago before Maryland, I think it was before Maryland, Holgerson came out, and so did Rule. They talked about, and I'm excited for you guys to see our number 2 running back this week.
Yeah.
What? He had one carry for 11 yards and never rushed the ball again. And then we did 3 passes after he got his first down. It's like, wait, hold on. You're excited about our RB2. Where's he at?
Right.
Thank you.
I mean, look, run the damn ball. I got my hat on. I wear this all the time because
we all grew up in the 90s.
Yes.
We want to see them run the fucking ball.
Man, it's like, again, run the damn ball 15 times, whatever, 10 times. I don't care because we've seen success in running the ball. Mm-hmm. But it's like once we don't have success, we abandon the run. We just give up on it. Yeah, and it's like we don't do it again for another 12 plays. It's like, wait, hold on. Like, we have one of the best backs in the country in my mind, and we don't utilize him. We do not utilize his strengths, his skills. I do think Mosey, I think Quentin Ives are also absolute studs. We've seen them run through guys. Yeah. They don't go down easily. They're bulldozers, but we're not giving them the chance to get the ball. Mm-hmm. I do think Johnson should get about 25 touches a game.
At least.
He got 14 in this last game. It's like, that's not enough. Not enough.
Not even close. The only time he should have 14 carries is like the Akron game or the Houston Christian game where
he's like a 40
he's out in the second half. Yeah, he doesn't even play the entire second half.
He's already got 2 touchdowns and 150 yards rushing.
Let the guy be. Right. And that's one of the guys I feel the worst for is Emmett, because he had the biggest chip on his shoulder going into that damn game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he wanted it. And
they'll say it on the surface
14?
that it's another game, but you can tell. And like that sit down interview the 4 or 5 players had before the season, he knew exactly what the date was for this game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He wanted to just shove it down their throats.
Yeah, October 17th.
Yeah. Haven't thought about it.
Yeah.
He wanted this so bad, and they couldn't just help him out and give it to him. I mean, seriously.
Good thing he's
they
not
could do it for Ramir in the bowl game last year. Why the hell couldn't you do it for Emmett? He's just as good of a guy. Damn it.
1,000%. Damn, it's like the one of those you can say right now. The damn it, like that whole that sums up Friday night. Like just damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you don't even need to cuss. Just damn it. That's it.
Sure,
that's all you need. and
look, don't take that from me too.
I'll even say, in a way, I'm somewhat upset at myself for what I had tweeted about an hour after the game. But at the same breath, no, I'm not, because I aired out what the hell I was thinking. And I was pretty damn respectful about it. I didn't cuss once in there, and that's very fucking hard for me to do. That's the one thing I will do with the podcast account is I will not cuss at anybody on it, because that represents all 3 of us, not just myself. So I'm not going to be an asshole that way. But in the very last sentence I put on a very long post was there's only one word to describe what happened tonight, and I believe it's warranted: pathetic. Yeah. And it was. And I got a feeling there's plenty of guys on that team starting that would absolutely agree.
If they don't agree, then they shouldn't be on the team.
Thank you.
Yep.
You cannot go back and look at any of this and say, oh, well, he did that, right? No. Now, look, I'll give defense some credit. They held out as long as they possibly could. They allowed 7 points in the first half. What do you want? Even allowing 24 points, our offense with all those weapons should be well over 24.
Yep. 42-17 was my prediction, and man, it's like, wow, I was way off.
Yep.
You're not the only one that was thinking that, though.
I said 34-21.
Yeah.
That's a damn good fucking prediction too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, that episode we did last week with Kelly, man, she broke me, dude. I have dropped the F-bomb more times today than I normally do. And that episode last week, man, oh, good Lord. Thank God we don't bleep him, because you wouldn't have heard a damn word out of the show. She was an awesome chick. She knew what the hell she was talking about. They got a great podcast going too, but damn, I think she might have broke me as far as how I watch my language on the show anymore. But now I don't give a shit.
That's funny.
So it's a perfect game to just not give a shit about. So thank you, StreamYard. You gave me this, and this is how I felt after the game.
I hope.
I think Northwestern. Yeah, Northwestern's going to be our pillar for what this team and how they respond. I mean, unfortunately, it has to be Northwestern and not someone that's better than Northwestern. But again, are we better than Northwestern? We're going to find out. How do we respond to such a horrible game? Do we go out there? Maybe we blank them. I mean, I put this out on our Facebook after the game as fans, we never give up on this team. Never give up. We always, next week, guess what? We're going to be cheering hard again, Northwestern. We get our frustrations out. We talk about it, and then boom, we're ready to go for next week. We're going to cheer as hard as we can. We're going to wear our red all day on Saturday. We're going to cheer on the team down at Memorial Stadium. We're going to tailgate. We're going to get drunk, whatever. We're going to have fun, and we're going to enjoy it. And then we hope the team is prepared and comes out and plays well every single week. And so it's frustrating to see the performance that came out Friday night. But then guess what? We're hyped for Saturday again and saying, all right, we know what we did wrong. We know the team played horrible. How do they respond? And what are they going to do to show, hey, we care about this program just as much as the fans do, and we're going to come out there and bust our tail to beat Northwestern. And then guess what? We're going to win our next 2 games, whatever. But like, we got to see a lot more on the field, a lot more attitude to win that game. So I'm excited for Saturday for that reason, because I want to see how they respond to that adversity from Friday, one of their worst games since 2016 as a Husker offense. We got to respond really heavy on offense, and the offensive line's got to show up.
That's spot on. Nail right between the eyes. That's perfectly said, man.
Well, it's get better real quick too, because
very quick.
Like if I take a poll right now by the 4 of us, is Nebraska losing Northwestern?
No,
I don't think so.
No.
But we play USC the following week. Now, what do you think?
See, in USC is a game I put as a W at the beginning of the year, but now I'm like, all right, USC's playing really good football this year.
They are.
Yeah.
Penn State, Penn State probably should have beat Iowa yesterday, but they struggled. And, I think if I had to pick another loss on the schedule, if I'm being my Nebraska, big time fandom, it's going to be USC before it's going to be anybody else.
Iowa.
I can accept
Iowa knows
USC.
how to play defense.
Yep.
They'll get to us. They'll get to Dylan if we play this battle on offensive line again.
Very true.
And it might even be way worse.
So we got to see a lot of improvement before that Iowa game.
Yeah.
Oh, big time. Big time.
But it is a rivalry game. It seems like we just tend to play a little bit harder and better.
Minnesota and Iowa were my 2 toss-up games this year. I said, we could go 10-2, but we very well could go 8-4. My 2 losses were Michigan and Penn State. And then my other 2 potentials were Minnesota and Iowa, because I know here's what every year against Minnesota and Iowa, we got a barn burner where it's going to come down to final drive or final play. And so, again, I still think, that game's a toss up with Iowa, but I feel good about winning the game just because I think we're going to respond the way we all hope they do this next week. And I hope I'm right.
Why can't we have whiskey on the schedule this year again? I mean,
man.
For as many problems as we think we've got right now,
how have they not fired Fickle?
Fickle's got a job still.
Those fans want to burn that place to the ground right now, because I'm telling you, first time last week
fired today.
Yeah,
and Luke Fickle, they haven't scored a point on offense 2 straight weeks.
Exactly.
And you still have your job?
That was the first time Wisconsin had been shut out last week at home since 1980. And this is the first time in their history they were shut out
2 weeks in a
2
row.
home games in a row.
Since
2 home games in a row. 67. That's right. It was 67.
I thought it was 68, but
was it 68?
I don't know. I don't follow Wisconsin football.
Yeah, no shit. Who cares? I Googled it because I was curious as hell. When they got shut out last week, I had to look it up. I had to know the last time they got shut out, because in my lifetime, I hadn't seen it. No. And I was right. I was born in 82, and the last time they were shut out at home was 80. So I hadn't seen it. And then the 2 in a row at home?
Yeah.
Not just 2 games at home in a row, the very next game. Granted, it's it sucks if they
it's Ohio State.
I know.
Yeah.
But
it was funny. The announcers in the game yesterday, it was getting close to half, and they're like, man, this crowd, all they want to do is get to the end of the 3rd quarter so they can play jump around. I'm like, you think the fans care about that right now? Like, no, like if that's all they're here for is jump around, they got another thing coming, because this team's going to get slaughtered. Like, is that all you have? Like, really? Come on. But it is
right now all they have.
Yeah, that's what they got. Right. And I'm like, that's a sad state of Wisconsin football. As much as I don't care about them not winning games, it's like that's a sad state for the program. Yeah. And your coach is not doing a good job of winning football games, and this is not the first year for him being a coach. And so I'd be curious if he keeps his job at the end of the year. They might ride him out to the end of the year, but I don't know what his buyout is. I know there's a lot of talks about buyouts, but man, they might be searching right now and saying, hey, we're halfway through the season. Let's get through the season, and then he can be gone. I don't know, but I'd be shocked if he's here another year.
They'll get rid of him. To me, he is just another example of sometimes the egos. This is where I always talk about some of these guys and their ego. You were doing a good job at where you're at. You should have stayed.
Cincinnati.
Sometimes you need to know your limit as what you're able to do as a coach and where you fit in best.
Mm-hmm.
But I do understand that money talks to them, and it would be hard to turn down.
Yep.
But then they get there and they get in these positions and they're overwhelmed, like you said. You just said a name.
Yep.
And they shouldn't have been there. When he took that job, I said he shouldn't take that job. It's just some jobs you'd say they shouldn't take that job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's. But I'm glad they get thrashed.
Matt Campbell's another guy because a lot of people think Matt Campbell should be taking all these other jobs, and I'm like, I don't think he should leave Iowa State. He's not winning anything at Iowa State either. So what makes you think he should go somewhere else and he's going to automatically win there? He's not winning the Big 12 at Iowa State.
Right. Same thing with Leipold at Kansas.
Yeah.
But again,
they're good coaches.
Happy.
Yeah.
Very good coaches, considering what they've done at both programs.
Are happy.
Let them be happy.
Why leave?
Yeah.
Right.
You make your money to take that bag and pray to God you do a good job.
That's ego. That's ego. I
playing
mean,
in the Big Ten and the SEC is just different, in my opinion, than playing in, let's say, the Pac-12 or the Big 12.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just
it's ego. If Buddy wouldn't have went to here's another thing of ego. If I don't know the dude's name. If the clown wouldn't have went from Washington to Alabama, that was ego. That was ego. But dude, you went to a loaded roster.
Yep.
4 and 5 deep. But that ego got shattered that first year.
Yeah.
But that was his ego. Look where you're going. Matt Day, Brian, whatever his name, Ohio State. Brian Day, he rolled into that, but he was there. So that was easy. It's like Coach Solich, he rolled in that was there. And he been
Brian Kelly.
There you go. Kelly. Ego.
Brian Kelly.
Some of these dudes' egos are too big for their own good.
And Luke Fickell's one of them because he was an interim for Ohio State our first year in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
And we came back, 28 points down, 31 points down, and won.
Yeah, what was it, 28-3 at one point? 27-3, something like that? At the time, was the largest comeback in school history, so.
It's just,
if he was really good, don't you think Ohio State would have kept him?
Yeah. It's just something about him, man.
Pick a litter for recruits.
Oh,
any kid you want.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Well, they didn't keep him.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, he jumped at that. It was what was his name? But he's better at Illinois or Wisconsin. Belima.
Oh,
Bielema. When he jumped to Arkansas, I was like, that's not a good.
Oh no, that was bad.
That's not a good fit for you, you know. But
because you're rebuilding everything, top to bottom.
Wisconsin, hey, keep taking the L's. But hey, like you said, our schedule. We all looked at it and looked at the Penn State, possible USC, Michigan game. You know what I mean? Maybe 3.
Those are the ones that were circled.
Yeah. But we knew
my biggest fear.
We knew Minnesota would play us hard because it's Minnesota,
of course,
and they have a chip on it. We know Iowa was going to play us hard.
We knew Maryland would be tough.
Maryland, what did I say in that podcast? It's
going to be a shootout.
They're bipolar. They're bipolar. You don't know which Maryland team is going to show up. you never know because they have the players.
Did they just lose to UCLA yesterday?
I can find out quick.
Shit, I was going to say, anybody. We all got smartphones. Who wants to hop on and look?
I had it on.
I don't remember who won that game.
I don't either.
I was literally just looking at the Penn State score when you guys said it. I really didn't watch too much football yesterday because the Nebraska lost on Friday.
Exactly. So really you don't want to watch football the next day.
Yeah.
Or at least if you do, you want to see those higher teams get beat. You just want to see ranked teams just drop like flies, dude. That's all you want to see.
Yeah, Maryland lost.
Maryland lost. 20-17.
To UCLA?
Wow. Yep. UCLA. UCLA's on the tear.
UCLA's run 3 in a row.
Yeah. They had
0-4.
They had 3 late scoring drives.
Wow.
They had a touchdown and 2 field goals in the fourth quarter to win that game.
Wow. Oh my God.
Yep. Again, UCLA is no slouch. So, again, we could have circled them. Well, we lost to them last year, but could have circled them as a W. And now it's like, shoot, I don't know.
Yeah, when they start 0-4, you look at it and you're like, oh, well, nothing's going to change there.
And no head coach.
Yeah.
And they're 3-1 in the Big Ten.
Yes. What the hell?
They haven't lost a game since they fired their head coach.
It's crazy.
No, I think they lost the first one after firing him. They didn't? I thought
No.
they did. Oh,
Their
sweet
first
Jesus.
game
That's-
after firing the head coach.
what does that
was
tell you
Penn
about
State.
that head coach? That head coach, dude, I got to feel for him a little bit. That sucks, dude.
I don't. You had a job to do, and your team.
Well, no, I mean,
that,
that
4.
Finding another job now,
Yeah.
though?
Yeah.
After you go 0-4, and then the guy replacing you on the staff already hasn't lost? Oh, shit, dude.
The interim coach there, they don't need to look. Your national search for a new head coach is done.
They're done.
Done.
Hire him. Yeah,
Done.
fucking hire him. You beat Penn State.
Salary's
top 5
already figured out. I mean, we'll work out the years. Don't worry, we'll figure out the contract years.
Salary's going way up. Well, I promise you all that.
I asked the question. I'm like, what was Deshaun Foster? Did they not practice? Like, what didn't they do? Did they not prepare for games? Because man, all of a sudden he leaves and bam, they're win. It's like something was missing.
That's
Something
good.
with
Like,
him.
the number 2 in
something-
charge, he sees the problems that needs to be fixed. And
Yeah.
it's now, okay, man, we got to come together as a team.
Yeah.
Head coach couldn't do that. Well, we are going to do it under me. Let's get your fucking head here and let's come together as a team.
And was
Right.
Neuheisel not calling plays before? Because
I don't know.
he took over that offense and
Oh, this is
look
first
at him
year,
go.
I think.
180.
I
Yeah.
think the interim head coach was calling the plays.
before. Okay.
Now
Oh.
they're
I think
just
so.
everyone
Interesting.
basically moves up a
Wow.
peg.
But you know,
Well-
I mean, sometimes you don't want to, as the one calling the plays, overstep the head coach.
Yeah.
True.
Yep.
100%.
I mean,
Happens all the time.
I just think they weren't listening to him. Who knows what was going on?
Yeah.
Sometimes that needs to be done. I mean, it's I don't know, man, but they're winning.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now we have to look at those games like, okay,
Yeah.
can we get at least one more? Can we get the bowl
Please.
eligible? Shit, I mean,
Can we be bowl eligible before the end of this month, please?
Let's
Right.
just beat Northwestern, make it happen.
Please,
Yeah,
thank
that's all
you.
we
Yeah.
need.
Going back to what you said, the 2016 season, I think that's the last time we were bowl eligible in the month of October. By the end of the
Yeah.
month of October,
Yeah.
because
was.
we started out 7-0 that year.
We
So
did.
yeah, first 6 games. That's how the hell you do it, guys. Then you don't worry about it the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Then you just kind of do what you need to do in the rest of the games.
yeah, we just want to get to the Heinz Sloppy Joe Bowl right now. I mean,
I'll
who
There you
take
knows
it
go.
at this
what's going
point after what we've seen. I'll take it. I'll take
I like
the
Sloppy
Mayo Bowl.
Joes.
on.
So do I, dude.
I want one more win than we won last year.
Yes.
Yes.
Just every year, keep doing that.
Yep.
Keep stacking. Keep stacking.
Okay, so you're talking, Matt. You're talking
on.
basically, have 7 wins
We're talking
going
8.
into that bowl game, and then taking the bowl game, right?
Oh, yeah. I want 7, at least 7 wins. I
Oh,
think
it
we
has
get
to be
8
7.
still.
It has to be 7. It cannot be
I still
anything
think
less
it's
than
8.
7.
But come on, Rule.
Now,
I
real
think if
good,
we're-
there you go.
Your third year, you always win 9 or 10 games.
I think we don't win 8. If we don't go
Oh.
8-4 or better this year, I think the season's a failure. If we, and I'm
Yeah, I
talking,
agree.
if we're not 8-4, 7-5 is not good enough.
No.
It's not. Not with the talent we have. It's not good enough.
Not for
And
the talent we have coming
8-4.
in either. Because our
8
recruits
and
are going
4
to
is-
start going,
Yep. Yep. So 8-4 would be great. 9-3 even better. But man, again, Northwestern, we got to get it done next week and convincingly see some changes.
All right, we're about out of here. I didn't pull any field generals of the week there. Yeah, I mean, I could have given one on offense to Emmett just for his effort alone, but
I'd
then
give it.
I look at defense. There was
You're
nobody.
right.
There's nobody.
There is
You
no
could have given it to Javin Wright for having the most tackles, but
Or
I mean,
Zaire.
yeah,
Right.
even
Zaire
Wright
was pretty
could have gotten
locked down,
one.
But
Yeah.
Andrew
But it's
Marshall
just-
was the one giving up most of the.
Donovan
somebody-
Jones, man. Donovan
Oh.
Jones in coverage.
Yeah.
oh,
We don't got to talk too much about it. I'm just saying, I'm throwing it out there
Yeah.
because
You're good.
that guy,
oh.
he can't cover anybody.
No,
Yeah, he's got.
He's 3 or 4 steps behind on routes. Like he's not a cover corner.
He's got a lot more development to do.
Either that,
He's
he's a
fast. He's
safety.
fast.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
He's really fast, but
we need
Where is-
Hartzog back. We need Hartzog
I
back.
was literally about to ask,
Yep.
where is it? Where,
Yep.
where
He's
where is
hurt.
he? Okay.
there was a chance he was going to play this week, and then they shut him down on Friday.
Oh,
well,
he's
they
back next
should.
week.
Excuse me.
They should have just
God
fucking let
damn.
him go. We need
And that's the
him. We
funny
need him
part
in there.
too, because for years we've been going, God, I hate Hartzog. He
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Really? Because he leads our team in interceptions every year. It's like
and saved our asses in the very first game.
I
Yes.
know.
After almost blowing it.
Yeah.
He will have some shitty coverages, but then he always makes up.
Exactly. Yeah, he had the DPI on that drive. Had the pass interference on that drive, and then the very next play comes back and gets the game-saving interception. So
Hard Job is the definition of what it feels like to be a Husker fan.
Oh,
up and down, up and down.
Yeah. Thanks.
Up, down.
Thanks, Malcolm. Appreciate it, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Now,
And then he won us the game. It's like,
real quick before we get out of here, I only pulled 4 things from social media because trust me, oh boy, there's so much bullshit on social media after that game that even yesterday I had to stay off there after being on for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It was still ridiculous. Go ahead.
I just watched one right before we got on, and it was 2 Iowa guys doing a podcast. It said, "Oh my God, this is Iowa's best win in the last 4 years. Cool, you beat an unranked Penn State team."
Yeah.
And Minnesota rushed the field after beating us.
Who fired their head coach. You're right. That is your best win in the last 4 years. Because no one gives a shit about us anymore.
It's so funny.
All right, real quick. I just wanted to touch on this real quick because of what's going on in Wisconsin. I even heard their fans royally chanting "Fire Fickle," and it was going almost the entire second half. So, and then I want to touch on the whole real quick, just maybe 2 minutes on this, the whole fire rule crowd now. Okay. I'm going to address y'all pretty personally here because y'all are the same dipshits that just 48 hours prior to that game were praying to God he wouldn't leave. Dannon, throw the man a bag of cash so he doesn't go to Penn State. We need him to stay here. 48 hours later, same people. Fire rule. He's no good. Cut his contract. We'll buy him out. We don't care. Let him go to Penn State. We don't need him. He's horrible. Okay. You know what I have to say about you guys? And there was one person in particular on X that kind of took offense to this, but I don't know why, because it was so true. Mm. You people are fair weather and part-time fans. Don't come at me telling me you've been a fan my whole life, blah, blah, blah. No, because if you were, you'd understand that you lose the game, you regroup, you move the fuck on. Real smart. Yeah, middle of third year. Let's fucking fire rule, you moron. Great call. Then where are we going to be? Yep. Where's this program going to be?
Who do you go and get?
Thank you. Who the hell are you going to go get?
I can easily see being the next head coach at Florida.
And these people are bitching.
Good coach.
These people are bitching about us not being able to match the NIL shit too. Okay, so they're right there. Who are you going to bring in as head coach if you fire rule?
Yep.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Leave it in the comments for this episode. You tell me who the hell would be the pick and who they could even possibly get in reality. So shut the fuck up about it. He's not going anywhere. He shut down the fucking rules on McAfee or the rumors and the doubts. He shut all that shit down. Shut the fuck up about it. He's our coach. He ain't going nowhere. You thought it was better the coach before? You're fucking delusional, and you need to go root for a different fucking team. I hear Iowa or Colorado's looking for fans right now.
Yeah.
Go.
Yep, because if you do get rid of Rule, there's not a Power 4 head coach that's going to.
You would implode this program right now if you got rid of Rule.
So now what do you have to do? Now you got to go back
to all those recruits,
the non-Power 4 schools, and you got to try and get an up-and-comer.
Yeah. And all the recruits that Rules got set up for next year and 27 and some for 28, go.
Yep. 27 class guys, we're ranked 5th in the country right now. I know that says just about nothing because I want the kids to come here and prove it first, but it's still recruiting. I love following it, but fire Rule, that class
need you to. We need you to follow recruiting, Matt.
Yeah, I do. I every day. But
we know.
Trey Taylor, if anyone hasn't noticed what he's been doing, holy fucking shit. He's got like 13 touchdowns passing and running in the last 2 weeks.
And not to mention his peer recruiting.
13. Yeah. It's even Dayton is balling out.
Yeah.
He played only half of football and had 4 touchdowns.
Jesus, Lord Almighty.
Trey Taylor had what, 5 touchdowns?
Thank you.
I get it's high school.
What you got, Kenny? You got something grinding?
No, I was just thinking about what you guys were saying and what we all hear. Now, you guys know me, I don't care about no coach like that.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. And it's almost the same as with Penn State is in the same situation. Unless you're getting a Nick Saban or Urban Meyer, one of these guys to walk in the door, what are you going to do? As Matt just stated, you're going to look for the lower guys to bring up to try to rebuild everything. And unfortunately, I think, and you guys can probably agree or disagree, but unfortunately, I think what has happened with Indiana's success is that coach coming from that level and been as successful as he has been this fast. It's going to become a trend for them to try to go get that hot coach on that lower level
or a stud coordinator somewhere else.
Because I mean, if someone asked me, they hit me up inbox on Twitter and it was like, Ken, if Matt Rule, and this is just God's honest truth, if Matt Rule leaves for Penn State, who do you think would be a good coach? And my literal, without even processing and let me think, I literally went, and you guys might disagree, but if we're gonna stay and we're saying a winning coach, I literally wrote James Franklin.
Yeah.
I heard somebody saying, what if we just swap coaches?
I mean, because where are you going to? This man is a proven winner. He's been here. He's done that. He's been. It gets no higher than that, other than a national championship coach.
Yep. They were one play away from a national title game last year.
So
exactly.
I mean, when the people say that stuff, I think they're reacting with emotion rather than using with a lack of emotional intelligence when they're saying that stuff.
Yeah.
Rather than
just even Heartline
being realistic. And I just think, wait, let it see. Leave all that stuff alone. We've seen what that's done to us. That's the whole reason I put, be careful what you ask for, Penn State. We've seen it twice.
Uh-huh.
And we're still recovering.
Yes.
From the 2 times.
We've barely seeing the light.
Yeah.
I got to bounce to my show.
All right, brother.
All right, brother. Thank you so much for joining.
Get the hell
out of here. Go enjoy your show, man. Gonna enjoy watching that too.
Y'all have a good one.
You too.
Man.
Adios. Go Big Red.
Go Big Red. Oh shit, wrong guy. There we go. There we go. Yep.
Go Big Red was yesterday, man. Come on. It's for the shoe today. It's for the shoe today.
Yeah, fuck off. Shit, Jesus, Lord Almighty.
You don't have a pro team. What are you complaining about?
I know, because I got nothing to complain about. I guess that's why I was complaining. I don't know. Maybe that was the case. Shit. All right, so we're about out of here. I'm just going to go quickly through the 4 social media ones that I pulled, and like I said, it's like pulling teeth. All right, what do we got first? Who the hell? Oh yeah, James Brooch. I like his takes on X. I really do. Excuse me. For those who follow me, you know that I am slow to question a team's desire and passion. But it was clear tonight this team played like they didn't want to be here, like they had no interest in competing, like they felt they could waltz in and win without effort. Inexcusable. Absolutely agree there. That was something I kept saying. It seemed like the team didn't have that want Friday night. They didn't have that heart, the passion. Nothing was there. It was flat. Completely. You couldn't have been any flatter.
I didn't see that from Dylan, though. It seemed like Dylan
was trying to do whatever he could, and so was
best.
But Jesus, Lord Almighty, that offensive line, we can't talk anymore about
deflated
that.
Deflated. We've talked. We've already beat that horse. It's dead.
It's dead. It's decomposing already.
It's like Super Troopers. He's already pulled over. He can't pull over anymore.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Husker Football Fan Podcast. There are no guaranteed W's on the rest of the schedule. Duh.
Truth.
Duh.
The closest one would be this weekend.
Yeah, it would be. It really would.
It would be. So, but Northwestern, they've gotten much better. They've played a lot better.
It's a 180.
Oh yeah, but does anyone realize how hard it is to win at Northwestern?
Yes, it would suck.
I mean,
they're an academic school.
It's like that close to being an Ivy League school.
Yes,
It's like
They
Stanford.
only stay in the Big Ten because they make a shit ton of money.
yeah, they get a bunch.
That's why they're in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they get a bunch.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
what?
they're an academic school.
When Fitz was their head coach, I've never seen a head coach do that at Northwestern.
No, and he probably never will
He
again.
was. We'll see.
Well, yeah, I guess the guy right now, he's not doing too bad.
I mean, they were horrible last year.
Yeah, they started this season terribly.
You know, when a head coach comes in, it's
Oh, fuck!
Unless you're Kurt Signetti for whatever reason, you just walk in immediately. Yeah, let's just become a top 10 team right away.
Yeah, coming from James Madison.
He's lost twice.
Yeah, that's it. And one was in the playoffs.
And Ohio State.
Yep.
He only loses to top 10 teams.
It's your only two losses. Ohio State
Oregon
in the playoff. Yeah, at Oregon.
I know. That's a fucking head coach right there. I don't care what anyone says. Indiana
got him
locked him the fuck up. Paid him.
Yeah.
Good for them.
They're rolling. They found something.
Yeah.
Not just a basketball school anymore.
His biggest problem though is his age.
Yeah, he's got that working against him.
Yeah.
He's in his late 50s,
70.
early 60s?
Oh,
he's 70?
Yeah.
Dude, he takes damn good care of himself then, because he don't look 70.
I thought that's what they said.
Holy Jesus. Where is that man's fountain of youth? Good God. Jesus.
Oh, sorry, he's 64.
So okay, still.
But still, 64, that's like, dude, you're a year away when most people retire.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And football isn't exactly a good sport to relax.
No, you can't. Yeah, there is no relaxing in football.
Okay, go ahead. I'll stop interrupting. My bad.
Active duty Husker. I love this account. He's always got some pretty good takes. Don't blame distractions. Don't blame travel. Don't blame the short week. Don't blame the refs. Zero focus, zero heart tonight. Yeah. Amen to that. That is exactly what it was. Zero heart, zero focus, both sides of the ball. All right, last one. Then we'll get our asses out of here. Lyle from Off the Cob. After the last two games, this was probably inevitable. They were either going to get it together and dominate or implode like this. And that's exactly, I agree, Lyle, right there with you from Off the Cob. Yep, I was wondering. We were playing with fire in Michigan State and Maryland. I was wondering when we were going to get burned. Yep. I wondered when we were going to get burned, and it happened. So,
yep.
All right, like I said, there's no field generals of the week this week. That's not even warranted. I think everybody on both sides of the ball from the team, they'd agree. You couldn't give a game ball to anybody. You couldn't. No, there's no accolades to be given for this one.
Mm-mm.
You just can't. It can't be justified.
Archie Wilson.
There we go. You know what? Shit.
There you go.
I don't have the graphic for it, but screw it. Archie Wilson. There you go, dude.
To be honest, I thought he played his best game.
He did.
He played in 2 games where he didn't even play. Because
exactly.
So good.
Screw it, Matt.
I'll
you
give
are
him
correct.
Credit.
Yes.
So he pretty much kept us from getting our ass whooped by more than what we got to whoop.
But we did get our ass
whooped.
Yes,
he did. No, we did.
It would have been worse if it wasn't.
It could have been worse.
He had his best game. His best game.
There you go. Archie, our punter. Brother, you got it. From down under, you got field general of the week this week, and I apologize. There ain't no graphic for it because we came up with it right now.
Kenny's so happy to hear that a punter got.
I respect his hustle.
Oh, you got to. He's a long way from home.
Australian bugger.
Don't worry about that, dude.
Necessary roughness, Matt. I got that.
I know.
One. I got that one. Mackenzie comes up with it. The little Australian bugger. I love that, dude. Oh God!
I hope anyone would catch that one.
Oh, one of my favorite all-time movies. One of my favorites of all time, dude. You got a very young Rob Schneider doing the play-by-play in the booth.
Yeah.
And he's done so many things in that movie that, as a Husker fan in recent history, that I've done. Like, and And there's the snap, and they fumble the ball. Sarge's Fumbleino Wilkerson fumbles the ball. And then the time when he's just fed up with it and he covers the mic and just yells, shit! Been there so many times. So many times. Okay. Oh, shit. Let's get the hell out of here. We've gone over the hour mark. I think thank God we talked about more things than just the game, because I don't think anybody wants to hear this shit being talked about anymore.
Well, I got to go. I got to pull my brisket off.
Matt, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here, brother. All right. You take care. We'll see your ass next week.
Yes, sir. Bye.
Peace. All right, Kenny. Well, it looks like you and me get to sign the fuck off and get the hell out of here. And
yeah, man. Go
enjoy our Sunday. And
yeah, I had a cool night last night on my way.
What'd you do?
Before I get off. Hung out with my boy Amon. AG's out here for the Cardinals versus the Packers. So I met up with him. He was doing a meet and greet at this place out here. So I met up with him. His wife was there. His kids were there. We just sat outside and chopped it up and sat inside at the table. Just talked about good old stuff. He was in there doing the Dougie. It was hilarious. So he was, I was in hostile territory as a Cowboy fan in there with all those Packers, man. But I didn't let him be known that I was a Cowboys fan. I was being respectful. But we were just in there. We were just in there, man, just to see my boy, man. He's out there just chilling, and that was it. I spent about 2 hours with him. Then came on home, man. Just lay low.
How's the bond doing?
Chilling.
Good.
Chilling. So that was it, man. He hit me up,
good.
bro. I'm in your city. I was like, all right, I'll pull up on you.
Yeah, dude. That's that right there. Shit, Kenny. Hit his ass up. We'll get him on for one of the games this year.
Yeah, I holler at that dude because he's doing all that video gaming and stuff.
Yeah, the gamers lounge and shit. Yeah, he does really good with that, man. He loves it.
Yeah, I hit him up. We were talking about
he coaches one of the esports teams, doesn't he?
He does something. Who knows what Amon in that video game, man. We just sat in there, laughed and chuckled, and it was just like, I said, hey, G, what you think about that game? He went,
no.
He was like, bro. I was like, yeah.
What he said.
He's just like, man, everything we said.
Oh, okay. Good. Then we're spot on.
Yeah, it's verbatim.
Shit. All right. Well, good. You had a good damn weekend. You got to hang out with a former teammate, and I got to watch a horseshit football game Friday night and then go to work Saturday night. Yay.
Get your weekend ruined. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Is start my work week Saturday night. Yay. Awesome. Couldn't wait.
Yeah.
All right. You ready to get the hell out of here, dude?
Let's redip.
All right. Yeah, let's call it good. No field generals of the week. Yeah, nah. They can't. Yeah, just can't. So at this point, you know where to find the show. If you get the chance, make sure to like and subscribe over on YouTube. Helps us out a lot. Head on over to the merch store at shop.hurrdatsports.com. Become enlisted into the Husker Army Podcast. And look, Kenny, we'll be back next week. We'll talk about the Northwestern game. Hopefully we get that 6th win, get the bowl eligibility, and then just kind of keep it rolling from there. Win out the season. That'd be great.
Yeah, we shall see.
We shall see. That is damn true. So for myself, Brian Knutson, for former Husker wide receiver, Mr. Kenny Cheatham, and our recruiting guru, Mr. Matt Sass, and of course, one half of the Two Average Guys podcast for joining us for our guest today. Can't thank them enough. We had a blast with them. So that's it. Last thing to do, and you know what it is. Husker Nation, Husker Army, at ease. We're all this.
A Hurrdat Sports Network production.